Okay, today you're going to try to come up with the answer to 59 plus 16. We have 59 of something. We're going to get 16 more of something. What are we trying to find? What are we trying to find, Skylar?
The sum.
The sum. So we're going to come up with the sum of 59 plus 16. So try to find different ways of finding this sum. You all with 2 ways. See some of you all with 3. Okay, Allie, you have 3 fingers up, right? So does that, Carrington, you have 3 fingers up. Allie has 2 fingers up. So do you have 3 different answers? You have 3 different answers? Does anybody have more than one answer? Are you going to get more than one answer, more than one sum?
No.
Okay. So if you're putting up your fingers telling me that you're getting different things, what are you getting? If you're not getting different answers, what are you getting? You're getting different what, Hayden?
You're finding different ways to get the same answer.
Okay, good. You're finding different ways to get the same answer. So if we all did it correctly, however way you chose, are we all going to come up with the same sum?
Yes.
Yes. No matter what you have. If you have 59 M&Ms and you get 16 more M&Ms, you're going to end up with the same number of M&Ms.
Yeah.
If you have 59 cupcakes and you make 16 more, you're going to end up with, everybody in here will end up with the same number of cupcakes. Right? So when we add these together, we're going to all find the same sum, but we're finding different, he said, ways to do it. What's another mathematical term? Different what? Josie?
Equations.
Okay, different equations. We have an equation here, but sometimes we break them apart or add different things, so we might come up with different equations to get to that same sum. So all those are different what? What's another word?
Different mathematical problems.
Different mathematical ways. I say there's several different, what word do I tell you all? It starts with an S, a T, an R. Strategy. So you all are coming up with different strategies of doing it and different methods. Am I going to say, oh, that's the best strategy you can do? Is that right? No. Because it might be the best strategy for you, or the best strategy for you, or the most efficient way that you come up with it. But is there a wrong way to do it if you get the right answer? No. As long as you come up with the right answer and you understand how you came up with that answer, then there's no right or wrong way to get to it. All right. So keeping that in mind, I want to know your different strategies. Who can tell me one way they did it? All right, let's see. Hayate, loudly, can you tell me one of your strategies?
I broke 16 into 6 to 5 and 1, and I added 1 to 59, and the rest of the 15 I added to 16.
Okay, so you said you broke the 15 into what? Did you break the 15 or 16 into?
15 and 1.
Okay, so 15 and 1. All right, so you had 15 and 1. So what did you do with this 1?
I added to 15
and got what?
60.
60. So now you have 60 plus
15.
15, and what did you get?
75.
75. Very good. So that's one way. Who else got that? Show me if you got that one. The same way he did. Good. All right. Give me another strategy that you came up with. Let's see. Josie, can you loudly?
I added the 1 and 16. I added the 10 and 16, and I took that 10 and I added it to the 50 and 59, and then I got 69.
Okay. Hold on. Let me catch everybody up because that's wonderful. So you broke this 16 and you said that 1 was, what does that 1 represent?
10.
A 10. So you said 59 plus 10 is?
69.
Okay, and then what did you do?
I added the 6 and 16 to that 9, and I got 75.
Okay. How'd you get that? Tell me more of your steps. So 69 plus 6 is 75. How did you know that 69 plus 6 is 75?
Because if the 59 was 60 and I added 6 and I added the 6 and 16, that would have got me to 66. But if I take one away from 66, if I take one away, that would give me 65.
Okay.
I mean
75, because it gave you 65, 75. So what she's saying is she said she knew that 59 was a 60, and if she added 6 to it, that was a 66. But then, since you took 1 away from the 60 to make it 59, then you have to do what to the 76 now?
I gotta subtract 1.
Okay, does everybody understand what she did? This is a very interesting way. What she did is she said 59 plus 16. So she said 59 plus 10 is 69. All right? And then after she did that, she went ahead and went back another step. So she's doing several steps in her head to get to the final answer. So then she said at 59, she compensated and made it 60, and she added 6 to it. She had 66. Then she had to add the 10 and make it 76. But since the 60 wasn't really a 60, what is the 60 really?
A 59.
A 59. So if she added 1 to it, what does she have to do at the end to compensate?
Subtract 1.
Subtract 1. So she used compensation. So if you add 1 at the beginning to make it easier to add, then to get the final answer, you have to equal it out by subtracting 1. Very good, Josie. Very good. All right, who has another one? Who has another one? Caitlin, do you have one?
Yes. I was at 59,
Okay.
and then
All right, 59.
and then I added 10
Okay.
to get me to 69,
Okay.
and then I added the 7 more, the leftover.
Okay. Where'd you get 7 left over from?
Because I had 10, and I just took 10 away from the 16.
Okay, so if you took 10 away from the 16, how many would you have left over?
5 left.
Would you have 5 left over? Look at the 16. If we have 16 and we take the 10 away, what are we going to have left? Look at that. If you have 16, imagine a 16. If you have 16 and you take the 10 away, what are you going to have left?
6.
You have 6 left. Okay? So now you're at 69 and you have to add 6 more. What's a way that you can figure out 69 plus 6 more?
You can just add you can get 69 and get 69.
Okay.
And
Okay. Okay, show me that. So you're saying you're going to count up. So she says you have 69 and she's going to count up. So
And then 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74.
okay, good. So is she correct?
Yes.
Yes, she is. Very good. So she added the tens place, or she added a 10 to it. Then she added the ones. So she had 59 plus 16. She did 59 plus the tens place first and got her sum. And then she took that and added the ones to it and got her sum. Who has another way? All right. Hayden?
I took the 9 away from 50.
Okay.
I took the 6 off of 16 and I added 10 to 50.
Okay.
I got 60.
Okay, so you're adding the tens place first. So you have 50 and 10 is 60. Okay.
And then I added the 9 and the 6 to get 15.
Okay. So then you have 9 plus 6 is 15. How did you know 9 plus 6 was 15? So first he added the tens place. 50 plus 10 is 60. Now he's looking at the ones place. 9 plus 16. In his head he said 10 plus 6 is 16, but he knew he added one too many, so he has to take one away and got 15. So now what are you going to do?
I'll add that to the 60 to equal 75.
Good. So you just said 60 plus 15 equals 75. Good. All right, now I want you to look. We have 4 different strategies up here. See if you see anything similar in these strategies. What do you see that's similar? See what you see that are similar. Let's see, Allie, what do you see?
Well, in the last 3,
Mm-hmm.
they all added the 6 last.
Okay, good. So they added, what did they add first?
The 10.
Okay, so sometimes they're adding the tens first and then adding the ones. Okay, you add the tens and the ones. Okay, that seems to be a common strategy. And?
There's always a 59.
Okay, because we're always starting. We have 59 plus 16. Okay. You see, Caitlin?
We're always, no matter what, we were always plussing.
We were always, okay. What's the add for good verb is adding. So we're always adding. Now let's think about that for a second. Put your hands up. We're always adding. We did add in each one of these, but did we do anything else, Caitlin, besides add?
Oh, yes.
What did we do? We
To
subtracted.
get the sum.
Okay. So sometimes we subtract to get the sum. Does that sound does that sound like it really makes sense if you told somebody you're subtracting to get the sum? Because what do you usually do to get the sum? I mean, what does the sum mean? What is the definition of a sum? What's the definition of a sum, Jacob? Sum.
It is the answer of an addition problem.
Good. So if the sum is the answer to an addition problem, don't you think, well, you have to add to get it? That makes sense, right? But Kaylin just said, what are we doing sometimes? We're subtracting, because which strategy are you all using that sometimes you might add and then subtract? What are we doing? Compensating. Very good. So when you compensate, you might add some and then you compensate by subtracting some. So in order to find a sum, sometimes we might have to subtract. So that's good. That's good. Whatever way is easiest for you. And not just easy, but whatever way makes sense to you and whatever way is most efficient. Like if you have a way and you go, well, I add 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 10 and 5 and 6, does that seem like that might be the most efficient way? No. But is it wrong if you do it that way? No. So whatever way that you do it, that you understand it, and it gets you to the final answer. Now, as you're learning it, you probably will start to find some shortcuts to do it. Are we all going to find the same shortcuts?
No.
Are we all going to like the same shortcuts?
No.
But is that okay?
Yes.
Because do we all have the same brains in here?
No.
All right. Well, very good. Okay. All right, go have a seat.